Alright, match one. Yorion, Serum Powder Merfolk. Let's go. Alright, and already Serum Powder showing why it's in the deck. This will be an easy Serum Powder fueled mulligan. Let's use the powder effect. And I think this will be another Serum Powder fueled mulligan. Okay, let's see where this takes us. My goodness, is this going to be 3 in a row? I mean, yeah, I think I'm going to do this again, actually, believe it or not. This is the first time I've Serum Powdered 3 times in a row, but this is actually borderline playable, but the whole reason in this is to see Aether Vial more consistently. We're going to be like 21 cards deep into our 80-card deck, so hopefully we see it in the next hand. Okay, we don't. Do I keep mulliganing? I mean, I've already burned through a lot of cards, actually. I don't know. I know what the whole purpose of Serum Powder was to find Aether Vial more consistently, but hey, it did burn through a lot of marginal hands, a lot of bad hands, and that last marginal hand, which could have been good, all dependent on whether or not Chalice was good. But I think we finally settled on a hand that is just pretty bread and butter, decent Merfolk. Still got Yorion, just waiting in the wings, which by the way also synergizes well with Master Waves. Maybe that's another thing I forgot to mention. Because you can block, you can attack, you can use the tokens very freely, and then when you blink it, not only do you get the tokens back, but you actually get 2 more because they'll see Yorion. I mean, the Devotion will see Yorion. All right, and this is definitely where we want to be with Master of Waves. Opponent says he or she's so so confused. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm all about, is confusing the opponent. But I mean, I don't know. Yorion is an objectively powerful card. I don't know what to say. Why not see if it works in Merfolk? um, Yorion Merfolk, Merfolk Yorion control. Well, maybe something like that. Yeah, I was gonna be like, well, I'm not saying, but I think it's pretty obvious anyway, and just this isn't like a Pro Tour or anything. All right, so I think this is yeah, this is some type of shadow deck. Obviously, they're shocking themselves with their Seal of Fires, so this is probably going to be a Death Shadow. They probably got Scourge of the Skycleaves too. So I got 2 choices. I can play Silvergill Adept, or I can play Spreading Seas, or I think what I need to do is I need to play Chalice the Void. Yeah, I just think this sets me up the best going forward. If I draw a Brazen Borrower, it's a clean answer to Death Shadow now. This is a spot where Merfolk Trickster would be better than, Harbinger of the Tides would be better than Merfolk Trickster. But one nice thing is if they're playing Scourge of the Skycleaves, the other sort of shadow creature that's been printed is unlike Death Shadow. I believe, and I guess we'll see for ourselves hopefully this game. I believe Merfolk Trickster will just outright kill it. So, okay, is main deck Luris, or what's going on here? Oh, okay. All right, well, so we're under a bit of pressure, but we have the tools to come back, and we do have Master of Waves, which again is one of the best cards at stabilizing the board. Also, by waiting, we've seen that the opponent might be a little vulnerable on green. Unfortunately, that means taking a lot of damage, but I don't know a better alternative. I think I have to try. One nice thing also about Chalice of the Void is it shuts off Lightning Bolt and Seal of Fire, which I don't think they play many 2-mana sources of reach. We could get blown out by another fetch land plus 2 more Battle Rage. or Shockland. The opponent would have lethal, but well, they don't have a way to reduce their life total, so we will live at exactly 1 life if they have 2 more Battle Rage. Hopefully not, but we shall see. We have to hope that this Chalice is doing good work here. So I think what we need to do is we need to Trickster the Death Shadow, and I think I will reveal Trickster just because it's kind of it's what I'm going to play without a doubt. I think we may actually turn the corner here. Yeah, I still think I want to play Trickster because it's also more devotion for Master of Waves, which I do think I need to slam next turn. Yeah, this would have been better as Harbinger of the Tides because it'd just be a clean answer to Death Shadow. But one thing to like about Merfolk Trickster is even when it's worse, it's still pretty good. I'm not sure if the opponent forgot about Chalice or they just want to feed their graveyard for Hooting Mandrilus. I think it's if they don't have like Kolaghan's Command, I think it's probably makes sense to just feed their graveyard. If they do have Kolaghan's Command, though, maybe that was a mistake. So we'll tap that down, and so we've got a decision to make. They're probably going to attack. Do we want to double block, or do we want to play Master of Wave or wait to have bigger devotion? I'm a little worried about going down to 2 again because of Kolaghan's Command. So I think I'm going to double block. Not exact. I mean, I leave myself up to a blowout, but regardless, I soak up more damage. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just really don't want to go down to 2. I do think I'm favored to win this game, as long as I stay above 2 life. So, okay, got more options. I think I do need to slam Master of Waves, though. And that's another nice thing about Yorion, is I can slam Master of Waves earlier, and I don't have to worry about missing out on getting the full value, because presumably at some point later I will get full value by playing Yorion and blinking it. And hopefully that comes up this game. Yorion actually allows Merfolk to have an insanely strong mid-range strategy. I do realize... Oh, yeah, actually. Here, let's see here, I got a message. I'm actually telling somebody I'm playing Yorion Merfolk and seeing if that insanity actually works. Well, it might. And the nice thing about Force of Negation here is that even if they had 2 more Battle Raids, we could force it. So I think this is a good spot here, and let's see here. I think I do want to reveal Lord of Atlantis. Force the Aether Vial is basically a dead card at this point. Okay, so I got an option. I can play Lord of Atlantis, or I can put Yorion in my hand. So asking why am I not playing Obosh, and I'm like in Merfolk, like surprise face. Okay, I think I can come back to this conversation later. Excuse me, it's slowing down the gameplay. So I think I'm gonna put Yorion in my hand. Disc of insane value with the Spreading Seas and with it's also just one of the most efficient uses of my mana. Yeah, I'm definitely putting Yorion in my hand. I mean, sure, like it'd be nice to hold up Force of Negation, but I can still play Force of Negation on their turn. I can actually play Yorion and Lord of Atlantis, and hopefully I draw a blue card, so I do leave myself a bit open to Kolaghan's Command there. That is something to consider. Don't know what the opponent's on, but I don't want to play scared, as they say. Yeah, and since it doesn't look like my opponent has either Kolaghan's Command or 2 more Battle Raids, this definitely looks like we're in a solidly favored position. That's not a blue card, so I'm not sure I want to go Shields down. I think what I'm going to do is to just attack with 2 elementals, and then I will blink all. I could have gone for the kill, actually, now I think about it. Silly me. Well, I guess I just really wanted to get value off of Yorion. I apologize. I clearly had the kill. I could have just played Lord of Atlantis. I had a counter backup. I mean, you never know. They might have... maybe this is actually safer. They might have, like, Abrupt Decay. Well, anyway, they might have Terminate. I don't know. Alright, let's just... oh, yeah, no reason to tap like this, because it's not like we have a 2-mana spell. We're not planning on playing Lord of Atlantis, so we're going to tap like this to keep Mutavault up. And this is going to be insane value. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. I'm going to blink Spreading Seas, Master of Waves to get more tokens, and Silvergill Adept. No, we do not want to blink Chalice of the Void. That would be a disaster. It would not come back with any counters. But, yeah, this is pretty sweet. So, yep, Yorion, pretty insane value. What can I say? What can I say? Oh, and there's the Brazen Borrower. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Yeah, maybe that was safer, actually. It's pretty hard to comprehend how the opponent may actually get back into this game now. that is the power of Yorion. That right there. You see, we're just playing basic Merfolk cards, and do you see how insanely well Yorion synergizes with just bread and butter Merfolk cards? Anyway. Alright, let's see. I'm telling you, this surprised me. I was fully expecting this Serum Powder nonsense to crash and burn. Well, I shouldn't say fully expecting, because I obviously did feel it was worth experimenting with. But like, I was not going to be surprised if it crashed and burned. I'm really surprised that that it may actually work. We used it 3 times, as we saw. It almost makes me wonder if it might even have merit in a 60-card non-Yorion version. That just helps so much. That was just insane. Okay, so I think Chalice of the Void. I mean, hey, if it shut off even 1 card, I mean, since the whole point of Death Shadow is to basically have very powerful, cheap cards, a lot of which are 1 mana, like Death Shadow itself, I have to imagine Chalice of the Void is where it's at. I think Nikachu doesn't like Chalice of the Void against Shadow. I just have to respectfully disagree. Sure, it won't always be good, but the thing you gotta remember is, like, even when they take it away with discard or blow it up with Kolaghan's Command can almost always tag something. And a discard spell is always going to take something. Chalice of the Void, just the high ceiling just makes it so that they almost always have to deal with it. And, that's just the thing. Even when they deal with it, it's like, it's another card they have to deal with. It's not something they can ignore. And I think that's, I don't know. There's probably, opponent spilled his or her beer. Anyway, let's see here. Very unfamiliar with the sideboarding. Please excuse me. I gotta make a decision quick. I mean, I think the main deck is actually surprisingly well set up. I mean, I think Force is good. I think Dismember is good. All these basic Spreading Seas, the Merfolk cards, believe it or not, this might be basically the main deck might be good enough. I think I think I do want to play Deprive though instead of Force of Negation. That could be a mistake. That could very much be a mistake. I don't know. This is a. You know what it is? Dismember. I don't think I need Dismember. Yeah. So let's get Force of Negation back here in time. Yeah. All right, let's do this. The green might be for Tarmogoyf. We didn't see that because we Spreading Seas them off of green for a while. So. But if they do show Tarmogoyf, maybe Relic's got some merit. But I mean, with the chalices, definitely. I mean, yeah, definitely Relic is not going to be at its strongest anyway. I actually should give myself more credit. I think the fundamentals of sideboarding with Merfolk still kind of apply. But definitely with this version specifically, I haven't played it for a while. I mean, I haven't really... yeah, since the nerf, I haven't played it much. I will mulligan this. Too bad I don't have a Serum Powder. I don't know, though. It's close. I mean, this is where I'm glad I have Force of Negation instead of Dismember. It's this can definitely be... Now, you know what? This hand is clunky as all heck, but I'm going to keep it. And I'm going to keep it off of, hopefully, the strength of Chalice of the Void. And again, Yorion just gives this deck such an insane late game. I could Force of Negation this, but I don't think. I don't think trading 0 for 0... Yeah, I don't want to like just two for one myself without even the opponent spending any mana. I don't think that's a good trade. The only reason I'd do that is if I literally thought there was no other good target for Force of Negation, and there was like a card that I wouldn't really have much use for otherwise that I could pitch. And neither of which I think is the case here. Opponent's going to play a turn 1 Shadow, I wonder. Looks like the opponent's down cards, but they're actually at 6 because they've got 2 cards coming from Bauble. Well, I've got a backup Chalice. Hopefully I draw an Island or a Mutavault next turn. Slamming Chalice would be nice. Okay. Seems a little aggro to me, but I guess they've got a Scourge of the Skycleaves, which hopefully we can show Merfolk Trickster just being a clean answer to it. Now I definitely really want to rip an Island or Oboro, I guess would do it too. Island, Oboro, or Mutavault. If not, I don't think we're completely shut out of the game, but it's definitely going to be clunkier. Well, there's our Island. So let's play the Chalice. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's see if they got another Lightning Bolt waiting in the wings. They do not. I feel very confident about this game now. Maybe that's misplaced confidence. We shall see. We shall see. Yeah, I mean, because at the end of the day, one of the only cards that I'd really be afraid of here is Scourge of the Skycleaves, and from what I understand, Merfolk Trickster should be a pretty clean answer to that. So, yeah, I got choices here. I could play another Chalice just to be safe, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm so a ways away from playing Yorion that I think, and none of these other cards are particularly good against the Soul Swift Spear. I'm just gonna, believe it or not, I'm just gonna play another Chalice. I know it seems like I should maybe hold on to this for with Smuggler's Copter. With 80 card deck though, I can't really count on ripping a random Smuggler's Copter off the top in the next like 5-6 turns. And you know, another Chalice is just good insurance. You know, maybe I deterred them from playing a Kolaghan's Command, and that's the thing. Like if their hand is just full of 1-drop spells, then you know I can't really afford to let them start emptying them. Okay, this is where I think Serum Powder is going to be pretty good because I do think I need them. I need the extra mana. I really want to ramp to Yorion here. Kind of makes me wish I put Yorion in my hand last turn. But on the other hand, maybe not really. Depends on whether I draw a land, it depends on whether my opponent had a Kolaghan's Command. With Force of Negation, I feel a bit more, I feel a bit safer than if I didn't have it. Swift Spear is chipping away at me, and it could threaten to get some more prowess triggers. It could even threaten to deal a decent amount of damage with 2 more Battle Rage. But again, Force of Negation does make me feel a little safer than if I didn't have it. Two Scourge of the Skycleaves coming, I wonder. Tarmogoyf? Oh. Do I let this go? I mean, I could either counter this, or I could counter the presumably 2 more Battle Rage coming. Maybe countering this, because, let's see, unless they've got another Become Immense, I don't think they can play another Become Immense. Let's see, this is 06. Well, they can't play another Become Immense and another 2 more Battle Rage, so I think I'm going to counter this. Do want to hold on to my Merfolk Trickster, because it's just a clean answer to Scourge, which I have to imagine they're playing. Actually, the opponent could have played 2 more Battle Rays, now that I think about it, because, I mean, so I guess I don't have it. Oh, no, they couldn't yet, because they'd have to pay 3 mana plus remove 3. So they'll deal 6, and they did actually have the 2 more Battle Rays, but this is less damage, because it would have been 9, if it would have got plus 6, but it's only 6 with just the Battle Rage. Modern. Well, there would have been my Yorion. So here's the plan. Since actually, that's another nice thing about Yorion. I can blink Merfolk Trickster to deal with a Scourge. So I think, yeah, let's put Yorion in hand. We can tap down the Trickster, and presumably, if the opponent can't deal with it in response, we can still use this to deal with a Scourge if they've been sandbagging it. Yeah, and Yorion, just an insane late game. Of course, here it's not actually going to get any value. It is worth noting, though, that it can blink the Serum Powder and untap it, so there is that. Not super powerful, but also, also you'd be surprised how often having the extra mana up at end of turn actually does actually help. And now it's Yorion time, I think. Scourge, I'm not as afraid of Scourge, especially since we've got 4 damage coming in the air. Oh yeah, let's crack in. That's another thing too. This will untap my. Oh no! I could have attacked Mutavault too. I forgot. I've got the Serum Powder. Oh wait, no. Let's see. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I couldn't have attacked and played Yorion. But this means that they're dead to a Yorion crackback, which is definitely a good place to be. Unfortunately, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh, I should have. I should have kept the Mutavault untapped, because I was just explaining how this untapped Serum Powder, and it's not as irrelevant as you might think. And then apparently I just forgot to factor in that I could actually use the extra mana on their turn to animate Mutavault. Hopefully I don't get punished. Unfortunately, it's not completely impossible that I could be, and I've just got this extra colorless mana sitting around. Oh, and I forgot to blink the Trickster too. Oh my god, I'm like, see, I let the tilt of forgetting a minor line lead to a bigger tilt. Oh well, looks like I didn't get punished. Whew. All right. Well, I was really getting worried that I might have made some critical mistake there, and I did, but at least I'm not punished for it. All right. Well, that was fun. Let's see.